Hey, it's Rob. Welcome to Axel's Garage. Well, we got a nice mild day. It's a little windy, but the weather's starting to change, and it's March, so anything could happen. But it's supposed to get cold tonight, and we might be getting a wintry, snowy mix this week. So I want to try to get some vehicle maintenance done. So I'm doing a bunch of oil changes on a bunch of cars in the fleet that we have. And while I'm doing the oil change in the Suburban, it's due for a tire rotation. I like to rotate the tires every other oil change. So it's an opportunity for me to use the new Milwaukee fuel brushless Stubby M12 half-inch impact. And we had done a whole playlist, and I will link it up here. And that playlist is on the 3/8 version of this. This is the half-inch version, and we haven't really done some good testing with it. So we figured this would be our first shot at testing before we start doing torque testing like we did with the other tools. So this will be the first video in our new playlist for this one. But what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can pull a tire off. Now this front tire right here, was put on by a tire shop about 2-3 weeks ago, and during the repair. So we don't know what it was torqued at. It should be 140 foot-pounds. It was a tire shop. I had a cracked rim, replaced it with a used rim, and they put it on. So let's see if we can get it off with this Stubby impact. I got a 6.0 battery in it, which we proved with the 3/8 impact that the 6.0 battery does deliver more power. It's a full charge. I got 4 bars, and we'll move the camera in and show you. Took a little effort. I don't know if I'm on camera or not. Took a little effort on a couple of them, but I pretty much got it off for the rest of them effortlessly. So I don't know what they had them to, but we're going to do our tire rotation, and we'll come back to you on this tire when we tighten them up, and we'll tighten them using the impact, and then we'll put the torque wrench on it and see if it brought it up to 140 or in the ballpark of where it was. Alright, so now I got them all pretty tight, as you saw, and now I'm just going to give it a little blurb because I have a feeling that I'm not up to the 140. Alright, I probably wouldn't go any harder. I mean, you could drive it home for 6 seconds on each one if you wanted to, but I'm guessing that I'm going to be just under the 140, and that I'll finish off with the torque wrench knife. So we'll get that and we'll see how close we were. So now with the truck down on the ground, my torque wrench set to 140. I would say about 1/8 to 1/4 of a turn. Yeah, about 1/8 of a turn. That one a little bit longer. Not too bad. So the lug nuts that were installed by the tire shop came off reasonably easy. The other lug nuts that I put on without a torque wrench, just using a breaker bar by feel, were a little tougher because I probably over torqued them. Tightening, it came real close to the 140. You saw I only had to turn it anywhere from an eighth to a quarter to get the torque wrench to click, and I know that I'm at my 140. So it's a great option because it got me right there. I wasn't too loose where I was going like, you know, turning a full revolution with the torque wrench. And I would think, and we'll test it in a future video, but I would think for regular passenger car lug nuts that are torqued anywhere from 90 to 100 foot-pounds, that you might just be able to run them on with this and be done with it. And we'll test that in a video to come. But for the first video for this M12 half-inch stubby impact, working on the Suburban, it's actually perfect. And I'm really liking these Milwaukee impacts. That's all we got for today's video. Let me know in the comments below what you think of these. If you've tried them, check out our playlist on the 3/8 stubby and the torque specs on that, and what we found it to be in a real world unscientific testing facility called my garage in Bench Vice. Thanks for watching.